Hi, friends! We're here at the beautiful Carousel Center to interview the cast from the WSTM Showboat. The WSTM Showboat was a locally hosted children's program in Syracuse, New York. It aired on WSTM Channel 3 for over 17 years. The WSTM Showboat has a special place in my heart. I got to guest appear on several of the programs where I got to meet and work with the very talented Robert Krigbaum. Yeah! George, what got you started on the Showboat?
Well, what got me started was I was a guest. I was a magician, and they asked me to appear on the show. It was a children's show. So I appeared as a magician and did some things for the children. And they asked me to come back the next week. The station did. And I did, of course, go back. And then I went back again. And the third time, the station manager asked me if I'd like to be a regular. So I said, sure. I was the magician on the Showboat. And then as time went on, after about 2 or 3 years, the MC of the show was transferred to another station, and I took over as the host. So I became host for about the next 12 years. I was, I think, yeah, about 12 years. 15 all told.
What got you started on the Showboat, Bob?
What got me started at STM Showboat was George Becker. I've been a professional clown since '75. And I taught makeup from kindergarten to college. One day I was doing something, I think it was up to Newhouse in Syracuse University. And no, George invited me up there to do a makeup thing. And when I got done, George says, you want to do a thing on STM Showboat? And I said, well, sure. So I did the makeup. First show was the makeup and that there. And then well, the manager said something about, can you come back next week? Can you do a pirate? And I said, sure, I can do a pirate. He said, well, come back next week as a pirate. So I come back next week, and a crafty lady used tacky glue, but I didn't have a name at that time. So she said, well, let's call him Captain Tacky. So that's how I got the Captain Tacky family going. And when I got done with that show, the producer came down and said, you want to be on the show? And I said, well, yeah, sure, why not? You know, and that's how I got on the show. That was in 1982. And thanks to George Becker, that's how I got my start.
What characters did you play, Bob?
I played a whole bunch. I started out with Captain Tacky, and he was kind of a dirty pirate, and they tried to make him clean his fingernails. And there was little stories and bits. And then I became, I did Kriggs. That was my professional clown name is Kriggs. It's K-R-I-G-G-S. A lot of people go 1 G, but it's 2 G's. And I would do him, and then whatever theme it was. And then I came up with, I believe it was Mumsy. Was it Mumsy?
Mumsy.
Mumsy.
You were the whole family, but Mumsy was the star.
Mumsy was the star, yeah, she was something else. And then there was his brother, Inspector Lord Tacky. Yeah. And he talked, I dare say that, Mumsy.
Yeah, he was a sophisticated one.
Right. And then the last thing we did was Pappy Tacky. And
just saying that's fun.
Pappy Tacky, yeah. Well, thanks to the crafty lady, she named me all this stuff.
I love crafty.
Yeah, she was great, she was great. I did all 4 characters of the Tacky family.
There's a lot of people Bob trying to get out of there. A lot of people coming out.
This is show business. Tons of fun, I tell you.
So what is your favorite memory from the WSTM Showboat?
The wheelhouse of the boat. We had a pretend boat. And I was doing the wheel, and the wheel came off and hit the floor. And I just looked at it, I said, huh? But all of a sudden you could hear these bearings dropping out of the wheel, and they're going on the floor, they're going ding, 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 ding. And it must have went on for a minute. And everybody was in stitches.
What got you started on the WSTM Showboat?
I'm glad you asked. What got us started on the STM Showboat? Let's see, we knew a couple of fellows that were on the STM Showboat, and they were changing that show every week. Every week they had something new, something fresh, and they knew us and they called us and we came in and did it. Actually, the first time we ever did it was even before they were on. We worked with Salty Sam on Saturday's Showboat, who was George's predecessor as the host of the show.
That's right, and well, we've been friends with George for a very long time. He's always been kind of a mentor to us, and when he invited us, we were thrilled and couldn't wait to get on.
Sure.
What characters did you play over the years?
Oh, we played a lot of different characters on there. We were first and foremost magicians, but we also came as, when they were doing a pirate theme, we did pirates. We were dressed as pirates. And then later on, when they did a Renaissance theme, since we were working at the Renaissance Fair at the time, we were in Renaissance costume and played the Renaissance characters. And
one of the functions was a bird theme, and we worked with doves, and well, we have a couple parrots, and we were happy to bring those guys on.
So we had a lot of different
opportunities,
a lot of different themes to play with, too.
What is your favorite Showboat memory?
Favorite Showboat memory?
Well, I'll never forget talking to Susanna Q. Skunk. Here I am talking to this skunk and having a normal conversation with this giant skunk. It was very strange to me at the time, and it seemed pretty bizarre.
Rather surreal, almost.
It was.
What we would love to do is just look out there at you, and we'd like to just give you a wave of thanks for all the people that have seen us over the years and say thank you for being a fan.
Yes,
so
thank you.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
You didn't do it, George. See how age has changed? Thanks, guys.
You can learn more about Hootie Bee's live shows, interviews, and books at www.hootibee.com. You can catch more of Bob Krigbaum's work in the Lake Skinny-Atlas production of A Dickens Christmas Carol and in the movie Lonely Joe. You can find out more about the Twin Magicians at their website, www.twinmagicians.com.